Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Today guys, I wanted to share with you this book here. I wanted to do a review and flip through of this particular book because I like things on my channel to be kind of original, so I looked through YouTube to see if there were any reviews or flip throughs of this book, just in case you guys maybe saw this on Amazon or something and you wanted to know what was in it and what it was all about. I want for you guys to be able to know what you're getting before you purchase it, just in case you wanted to purchase it. But I thought this book was very, very interesting because I think it would be something that you reading colorists would be very interested in. And let's jump right on into it. This is a coloring book for adults, Modern Meditation, Coloring for Focus and Creativity, and it's by Dr. Stan Rodsky, and he is a peak performance neuroscientist. Okay, get that right. Alright guys, so this book is available on Amazon along with two other books by this same author. So let's just jump right on into the review of this book. Now this is a very large book. I'm barely able to get it in frame, but let me give you an example of the size. I'm just grabbing a couple of other books. Of course, you are familiar with the Johanna Basford books. This is The Lost Ocean. So it's not quite as wide as The Lost Ocean, like width-wise, but it's much taller, as you can see. It's very tall in length. Looks like it's not an 8 by 11, maybe an 8 by 14 or something. But this Creative Haven book is your basic 8 by 11. So there's the bottom, and the top is a good, so maybe it's an 8 by 12, maybe, I guess, because it's like an inch taller. So that's how big it is. Now let's get on into the first page. So we have the title page, then we have something about the authors here. It tells you about Dr. Rodsky and tells you about the architect Jack Dowling. I don't know who he is, but he did something. And then you have the contents over here to let you know what you're going to be looking at. In part 1, they're going to talk about healthy brain food, coloring plus sound. Part 2, they're going to talk about brain performance, better brain performance. And part 3, better sleep and happiness. Wait a minute, I might need to be focusing on this book because this sound kind of, yeah. All right, so you have your introduction page here. And it just gives you a warm welcome. I'll read a couple of the paragraphs to you. Here it says, "Welcome to Meditation, a coloring book for adults based on brain science." In this third book in our series, okay, so the first two books are book 1 and 2. This is the third one. We will be focusing on 3 areas of brain activity that enable us not only to deal with stress better, oh yes, need that in my life, but also to improve our performance from both a health and work perspective. The brain amounts to only 2% of our body mass, but it uses 20% of our available energy to function well. Of these 80% is used subconsciously to complete the myriad of vital tasks that our body needs to keep functioning. Okay, so let's skip on down here to what this book covers. It says it covers alpha brain training to achieve better relaxation using coloring while listening to alpha wave sounds, beta brain training to achieve better thinking using coloring first, followed by brain stimulating beta wave exercises. And the third is theta, alpha, beta, theta, okay, brain training to achieve deep relaxation and better sleep, using coloring and stimulating the senses to impact the theta waves in the brain. I kind of like this. Wait a minute now. Okay, then at the end it says, have fun, stay calm, and be creative. I'm sorry, I messed your name up. Stan Rodsky. Okay, so part 1 gets right on into the healthy brain coloring plus sound. They tell you what the different brain moves are: beta, alpha, theta, and delta, and it tells you what they do and how they move. And they also give you the download so that you can go and download the sounds so that you can stimulate that part of your brain. And then they say, let's get started. So they tell you to just be in the moment while you're listening to those sounds and coloring in each of these little sections here. And it is double-sided page. So I guess while you're doing all of these activities, which is mostly just patterns, I'm assuming that the point of this coloring book is not, for beauty. It's just specifically for relaxation and de-stressing. And I'm the type of person, I guess I do need kind of guided coloring relaxation, because I'm usually stressed out about my coloring because I'm always focusing on shading and realistic coloring and what color combination am I going to use, how am I going to blend this, is it going to look right? But this just seems like something that it's not focused on beauty and shading. As a matter of fact, it probably encourages you to just straight color. It has a focus. It has a point. All right, so you get to part 2 after you finished all those pages, and now they're going to talk about better brain performance. And it says it's the 1-2 combination: coloring, then practicing brain stimulating beta wave exercises is a great combination to improve brain performance. So they're showing you how to do it. It says, while previously our focus has been on relaxing the brain, we also need to consider how best to improve its performance. So they're going to show you how to do this. And they give you some exercises. They say that you can get 2 pens or 2 pencils. With a pen in your usual writing hand, complete the image below on a sheet of paper. And then it tells you to put that pen in your I guess, non-dominant hand. Now swap the pen to your other hand and complete the image. Oh my goodness, they don't stress me out. You're telling me to do some tasks that I'm sure Dr. Rodsky knows what he's doing, but that's what he tells you to do. So I'm going to test it out. I'm going to see. And maybe I can let you guys know if you're interested, if it actually calmed me and helped with my brain, my beta waves. Next, it tells you to do another exercise. They give you pretty good instructions on what you need to do. So now they tell you again to color and be calm. I guess we do sometimes need reminding of that. So again, we have all these patterns and a few kind of like mandala kind of pictures. Interesting. What are you guys thinking so far of this? Comment below if you think this might be something that you would be interested in. I know when my sister actually picked this up for me, and I was like, this is different. So you have part 3, which is the final part, and it talks about better sleep and happiness. Yes, I think we all need a little bit of this. So this is going to stimulate the theta brain wave. And let's read this paragraph down here. It says, well, let's start with the first paragraph. I think that's interesting. The theta brain wave is produced commonly when we are in a state of deep relaxation or when we are sleepy. Okay. And then this paragraph down here says benefits that arise for those who can enter a theta stage through meditation are well documented and researched. The issue is that for many of us, achieving this level of relaxation is difficult. The main reasons for not trying that we come up with are, I don't have time, I forget to do it, I can't stay focused, so why bother? I don't know how to do it right, this doesn't work for me, I fall asleep, I feel silly doing it, and it's boring. So they tell you to color and listen to the sounds. And they show you how to stimulate your heart. And they encourage you to get some aromatherapy going on. Okay, interesting. Then they tell you it's time to relax with coloring again. Did I go too fast for you guys? Let me slow down. And the paper quality is pretty nice. I mean, pretty thick pages, and it's kind of smooth paper. The paper kind of reminds me of, let's see if this Creative Haven book. Yeah, it reminds me of the paper in a Creative Haven coloring book. A little bit, no, a little bit thicker, maybe a tiny bit thicker. I think a few of these images in here are repeating, images. It's not like unique to every image. But like I said, I think the main focus is to get you to just color and relax. So that's the end of the book. And it tells you about the publishing companies and all of that good stuff. So that is it. Here's the back of the book, and I will place some links, Amazon affiliate links in the description box below to this coloring book and the other 2 that they have on Amazon. And if you guys are interested in it, then please consider using that Amazon affiliate link. If not, you can go and maybe find it on eBay or maybe somewhere else. You may see it in a store. Maybe it's at Barnes and Noble. I'm sorry guys, I'm getting tongue-tied. Barnes and Nobles in the bargain bin, a bunch of BBBBB. Or maybe you can find it somewhere else at maybe bookoutlet.com or so forth. But here's the flip through of it. If you're interested in it, you can go ahead and get it. You know what's in it now. If not, then hey, I gave you opportunity to look inside. All right, so that's it, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in to this video, and if you enjoyed this book review, please give this video a thumbs up, and thank you so much for tuning in again, and as always, happy coloring.